Hey everyone, so this is around Masters 180 to 200 LP in the North American server, and we have Jinx on our team and we're going to be against Nautilus and Samira. So the theory here is Samira is stronger than the Jinx early, but the idea is we want to be pushing the lane so that we don't get pushed in, so we still want to get an advantage here. And I'm going to be taking my Q this game so I can help push the wave. Be a little careful because Nautilus could be in these bushes. Okay. Jinx wants to go into that bush, and I'm like, nope, don't go in that bush. It's likely warded. And this is what's happening a lot in this season, where the mid lane, or the mid bush here, is almost always warded. And now I'm autoing the wave here, because I want to be shoving this lane. And notice how I don't Q in this situation. And the reason why I don't Q here is I don't want them to know that I have Q and not W. And so as long as we get the shove, we are fine here. And we want to be shoving another wave to get the level 2 in this instance. Okay, get a little bit poke on the Nautilus. There we go. Okay, Jinx is a little bit up. Okay, okay, a little bit scary. That's fine. And now we want to be shoving another wave here. And we can see that we're being strong side in this game. Xin Zhao is starting top side. He's going down bot. So we're looking, and the idea here is we might be fighting it at around the scuttle crowd. And we can see that also J4 is also tapping from top to bot. So this will be likely to be a scuttle contest. We also have to be aware that they might be ganking us as well. Okay, I missed a hook, that's fine. We can see that LeBlanc is also half health, so it'd be a little bit awkward for us to do a full scuttle contest with LeBlanc being that low. It's a good poke right here. Nautilus is around half, so this is like pretty ideal for us. He wants to aggress, we can stun him. Okay, that's fine. Should be able to get him. Nice. I'm gonna run out. Okay, Samira flashes after me. I might be able to get out of here. It's a little close. Oh my gosh, I died. J4 is coming. Jinx should be backing up in this situation. Yeah, that's pretty typical. And even though this is around like Masters ELO, people are just really not aware, because the right situation is actually to back off for the Jinx. Even though you're in the middle of a fight, you know that J4 is bot side, and the Xin Zhao wasn't close enough. So now I'm thinking, okay, well, we need to contest for the scuttle, and Nautilus being in that area is expected, but we also know that Nautilus doesn't have flash. Okay, I'm ready here. Okay, we can jump on the Nautilus, and he can't really get out, and everyone else has used everything, so this is a free kill for us. And actually, we kind of want this kill, so I'm going to Q for the kill so I can get Boots of Swiftness. Okay, he doesn't really need our help, so now we're going to be looking mid. Echo doesn't really see us. He just queued the wave, that's really good. I need LeBlanc to back up. I just need to stun the Echo. There we go. And now we need to tax the wave. We don't really need to kill the minions for money. We just need to get them low so that LeBlanc can collect the money and we can get the XP here. And the idea here is now I back. I want to back and I want to go help my Jinx. Oh, okay, looks like she is getting collapsed on. Okay, wow. My Jinx just died there. In this situation, you have to be mindful that the Jinx isn't very good at the game. The reason why is that she's getting caught and she's not being really aware of what's happening around the map. So she's not an ideal candidate to be playing around to win the game. So the ideal candidate will probably be in the situation be Xin Zhao and LeBlanc, and we want to be playing around both of them. Okay, Echo just queued. Okay, over here, he doesn't have anything. Okay, gotta get out of that stun. There we go. There. Oh, I missed my Q. Okay, that's fine. Won't hit all of those, but it's okay. Now we want to go back in the situation. We want to catch the wave for the XP. But we don't really want to be fighting anymore with Jinx. And one of the reasons that we don't have our summoner spells, but also because the Jinx isn't very reliable. And so we're just playing to minimize her death by helping her shove the wave and fixing the wave. Gotta be a little paranoid here. It could be in the bush. Okay, there's Nautilus. He's in there. And one idea you want to be thinking about is that Xin Zhao is going from top to bot, which is the same idea as J4. So J4 is probably in the area. Okay, there he is. So you see how I really can't help him here. If I jump in, I would have died. So she's just on her own there. And she got hit way too easily anyways. So there was no point in helping her. And we just want to stick here for the solo XP. Solo XP is very nice. Yeah, I'm not too worried here because I have a good idea what to do when my Jinx isn't doing so well. I just need to be playing around my jungler and my mid laner. And so I'm still in what I call theory. Like, I still know the ideal plays and situations, and I'm in a good spot. And I want to shove the wave here to minimize her deaths. Oh my gosh, he doesn't want him to shove. Oh my gosh, why am I even here then? That's not ideal. Actually, it's actually super unideal because Vladimir should almost never die to Smolder early. So that's not a good sign for us. And we want to be getting Black Cleaver in this instance because Nautilus and J4 are relatively tanky. And it's good to shred their armor. And Black Cleaver is just never a bad item on Pantheon anyways. So I was thinking about going mid for the contest, but there's no point. LeBlanc wants to back and she shoved the wave. I can't really time. I'm basically saying that Samira every time. So the idea is like every single fight that involves Samira, we have to get her first. And this is what you want to be thinking about. You want to be thinking about a team fight as some form of puzzle that you want to solve. And since you have one stun, you have to be stunning the most priority target, the most important target as Pantheon, and which is Samira. And again, it depends on the condition. You can't just be like a little monkey and just blindly go in and be like, oh, I must stun Samira, I must stun Samira. It really depends on the conditions of the lane in the game. Okay, I'm coming up. I'd be aware that Nautilus might be roaming too. A little bit unideal. Okay, he doesn't see us. Stun. He can't really get out. Nice, there we go. Okay, Vlad also died. Died a second time. That's really not good. And usually I would actually go back bot in this instance, but because Vlad died, I actually want to stay for a little bit longer to ensure the Void Grub are taken by us, by Xin Zhao. It's a little awkward here. Maybe I should have gone bot sooner. And again, I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to learn everything as well. So I'm coming down. I'm coming with LeBlanc. Okay, that's not too bad. That's actually a lot of damage that Jinx was able to inflict on them was the turret. I can actually get Samira in this instance. I have the E for the speed up. She can't outrun me. Boop. And this is why we rush Boots of Swiftness. We can be everywhere all at once. And now we can go back up. And we want to be protecting Xin Zhao here from Echo. We can see that Echo is coming up. I have my ultimate here and I have exhaust, so we have to be mindful that we can actually really delay the kill on Xin Zhao. Okay, I'm gonna use a stun first. Notice how I don't exhaust. I'm waiting for Echo to jump again. Okay, now we go. There we go for the second exhaust. Okay, that's really good. Okay. The Echo is a little bit tilted, and this is what happens when you are what I call out of theory. You don't actually know what to do anymore in the game. So what's happening here is he's just slamming his head over and over again on our team, thinking it'll work when he's behind. But the truth is of this matter is that he actually doesn't really know how to play from behind. And yeah, he's 0-3, so it's really unfortunate. But this will happen in almost every single elo, I would say. If it happens in Masters, it will happen in your games too. And I'm just spamming Samira. And this is good because it allows your team to be aware of how to do the fight. And people just won't know how to do the fights. Even in Masters, it's really sad. Okay, I got hooked here. Okay, that's really unideal. Can't really fully trade because I'm actually dying here. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's a good dive by them. That's okay. We actually got a 1-for-1 here. But I messed that up. That was my fault. And now we want to be thinking about the idea of setting up for Dragon contest, because Dragon is about to spawn, and we should be in theory stronger as a 4-man unit here. Jinx isn't that strong, but LeBlanc and my Xin Zhao is very well fed. Okay. And yeah, so this is why you really can't help the Jinx. He has to really help himself in the situation. You're gonna have 80 carries that just int and int again and again in every game. And Echo is he's just shoving, but he has no respect for us. He has no respect that I'm coming or anyone could be coming. Because he doesn't know what to do. He's just like, okay, this works for me in the past, this will work for me now. But the issue here is that he's not as fed as he imagines himself to be. So he's playing in this state where he thinks he can get away with these things. And you want to be adaptive. You want to be knowing like what is the theory from being behind and ahead. Like you want to know how to play when it's 0-2 and 0-5 too. Okay, well, it's a little awkward. I gotta get Samira. I'm faster than you, buddy. Can't really get out from me. Nice. We can get Nautilus in this situation. Gotta be mindful of J4 as well. Okay, we see J4. He's low. So this is a free dragon for us. And I drop a ward there between the blue buff and the Gromp. And it's really important to have that ward. And you're not really dropping it for now, you're dropping it for the future. Because you're expecting J4 to be bought later to clear his camps again. And that's a good way to track where he's going. And so one thing you want to be mindful is that in even game states, you really want to be pushing the vision into their jungle. The more vision you have in their jungle, usually the better for you guys, because you can track what's going on. That's actually really good. I have ult here. I can actually join the fight. Fight's really over. Okay. We want to be defending the turret here. We want to be defending mid lane. Because if you lose a mid turret really early, you're in a weird game state where I would call you being cracked open. And being cracked open is very unideal. Okay, that's fine. They can't really kill me. I'm very tanky. Maybe not really tanky, but I have a lot of health here. And you don't really need to take the minions. You can give it to LeBlanc. You just need to basically be protecting the turret. Smolder's also being a little disrespectful in the situation. We're all in the area. I have ult here. I'm going to go for him. Okay, he goes over. That's fine. We have Xin Zhao too. Okay, J4 is here. Okay, that's a little awkward. Okay, I still have to go on Smolder here. I used my E to block most of the damage from his ultimate. Okay. You can still collapse on him. Gotta be mindful, and Nahus is here. Okay, get on him. Oh, okay, there's Nahus. Okay, that's also my fault right there. I thought Nahus was in the area, but I didn't think he would already be in that bush. And now we really want to get Steric's Gauge here, which is actually a really good damage and tank item. It'll give us a lot of health, and it's pretty decent on Pantheon. I usually get the Steric's second item against tankier compositions. I really want to go bot in this situation. There's really nothing else. I think Vlad will be able to catch the top wave and defend the top turret. Yeah, and Echo is, he's just confused here. That's fine. And we want to be shoving this wave. See how I'm shoving the wave to help him? I want to be a little careful here. We don't know where Nahus or J4 is. Okay, this is good. And you see how I deep warded the jungle again, so I can keep track of where they're going. Gotta be a little paranoid. Okay, we see the two of them. We can see J4 here. That's what the vision ward is for. Now we want to go back to mid lane to help our Jinx. And again, you have to be aware of like where Nahus is, so we're on vision. Okay, we see Nahus is coming towards us. We just gotta back up. We don't really have the team around us, so there's no point really to be like, okay, I'm gonna jump the Nahus because I see him. Not too worried about Echo Vlad. Vlad should out sustain. Be thinking about Samira, but we can jump the Nahus. We have enough burst here. Yeah, I've got to zone the Samira a little bit. I have W soon. Okay. Okay, she's backed up way too far. Okay, that's fine. That should be a free Rift Herald for us. Okay, it's fine. We see Smolder is bot side and Echo's just dead. That's really good for us. And now you want to be thinking about setting up for the Dragon, which is the bot side contest. And you want to be putting more wards down into their jungle, their bot side jungle, just so you can get more picks. I'm thinking if I can get the Smolder in situation, but probably not worth my time here. Oh, okay, they're fighting. I have ult here. I can actually come if they can delay the fight. Okay, yeah, they don't have enough damage. That's fine. I'm coming. We don't get Samira here. It's really good. I stunned her. I use the E to block all her damage. Nice. There we go. I still have flash, so I should be okay. If she flashes, I have to flash away. Okay, a little bit lucky there because I only had 8 health. That's fine. Okay, that's really good for LeBlanc. I'm gonna shove this wave. And you're really shoving the wave here just for the XP. You don't really need to get the minions or get any of the money, but the XP is super important here. And now we want to be setting up for the dragon. So we took a little bit of detour, but now we just go back to what we know. And you see how I always buy the basic components of each item because they're really gold efficient. Like every ruby crystal is 150 health and it's only 400 gold. So if I'm building Steric's, I will almost always buy 2 ruby crystals and a pickaxe if I can afford it. Gotta be a little careful here. We don't have our team, and we have to be mindful that you actually don't have ults here. We don't have Vlad ult or Xin Zhao ult, so we have to kind of delay the fight. Just gotta be a little patient. I don't like how far Vlad is. Okay. We can get Samira, that's really good. She's low. Okay, we zoned the J4, so this is just a winning fight here. Echo can't get out. There we go. LeBlanc wants to get Smolder. Okay, I'm coming, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna get you, buddy. You can't run from me. Got knock up. Boop. Okay, I'm gonna double boop you. Not quite enough. There you go. And this is why I play Pantheon too. You are basically a one-man army. You are support, you are vision, you are engage, and you are pick. You are basically everything. Okay, you can't really kill us. We're just so strong here. And the Nautilus, he is basically lost at this point. Oh, okay, buddy. You see how I was pinging him go away? Well, that is kind of the consequence of his actions. He didn't need to be there at all, but he just dies, and that's fine. It's fine. You can't really help him. He has to help himself at this point. And we always want to really get 2 pink wards every back once our support item is completed. I'm pinging the turret because I'm pinging for them to defend. And it's actually really important we defend the turrets, because that's how they get back in the game. But as long as we keep our mid and top lane turret up, it's really hard for them to get back and try to like take picks on us in our jungle. Because you gotta imagine the turrets as like walls where it prevents them from entering. Echo's like, give me that tower. He's basically greeting, but it's okay, man. You see how I place the ward there? It's still very important to place the ward there. The ward between inner and outer tower, so we can see their pathing. And Nautilus knows this too, that's why he's clearing. But in lower elos, the enemy support won't know this at all. And you'll be able to abuse this and just know where they're going at all times, pretty much. I'm moving down so I can hover the Xin Zhao in case someone comes. Gotta be a little careful though. We don't have Vlad, Jinx, and LeBlanc. And I want it back. Essentially, I want back, and I want to get more vision for the Baron side this time. A little awkward to back in this situation, because then everyone is at different places on the map. Our backs will be like staggered. I'll look for J4. Okay, but I can't stay. I don't want to get hooked here. That's fine. We want to get Samira. I have stun here. Oh, okay, that was close. That was close too. She almost got the reset. Okay, Echo just jumped me from behind. That should be 2 turrets plus inhib in the situation. That's a 4v5 too. Wow. Yeah. It was super awkward because they kind of started fighting randomly without like numbers advantage really. So we were able to capitalize on that. And now we really want to be setting up for Baron here. We want to be setting up to put a pink ward on the Baron pit and then start putting vision into their topside jungle. And you see how I built 2 cloth armor in the situation? I'm going for Death's Dance. And the idea here is like we want to be preventing Samira from killing us at all costs. That's why we need the armor item. Normally, like if someone on the enemy team is really fed, you want to be itemizing 3rd item against them. So I'm shadowing the LeBlanc here. Be a little careful. It could be on the other side of this wall. Very unlikely though, because they probably just all got out from base. Okay, so we see J4's top side. That's good. Now I'll put a pink ward here so that we can prevent them from really seeing what we're doing on the Baron pit. That's actually a really good ward by Nautilus. I don't really want to shift my pinks here. I'd be a little paranoid here because they could be in the area to look for a pick. Okay, that's fine. That's really good. And LeBlanc needs to get out, but I'm not too worried about her since she has high mobility. We can even look for a pick on Smolder here because there's like at least 2 topside. And we see that Nautilus is trying to back. Really awkward for him to back when I'm looking for a pick. So jump the Smolder. Okay, I'm not going to over chase here because I don't know where J4 is. The guy just saw him. Actually, he showed around mid lane area, which is good for us. And we want to be shoving this wave here. So now someone has to pick it up, which basically gives us a free dragon in the situation. Looks like we're fighting again. Okay. We can jump the J4. Okay, he's kind of alone. He keeps jumping in when his team isn't ready, so it's just free kills for us. And you always want to be looking at where your team is at all times. This is not a good fight. This is actually a pointless stay. We need to back up. You see I'm pinging constantly? I'm like, okay guys, come on, let's get out of here. And we want to get Baron in this situation. Okay, but we see that Jinx actually goes to the dragon. Okay, this is really awkward because we need Jinx for Baron. She wants to do both. And this is an idea where you're trying to do two things at once. Like your team's trying to do two things at once, and it's not good at all. I'm out of theory in this situation. Like, I actually don't know what to do. They can't do Baron here, so I'm actually going to go to drag. I can get Smolder here. He's actually out of position by a lot. Wow. Okay. We can fight the Echo here. We have Exhaust. We're actually pretty strong. We're actually the same level as Echo. Yeah. Nothing feels bad when the support is 1v1ing your mid laner. Poop. But this is the idea of Pantheon. You can realistically go in on them and destroy them once you are sufficiently fed. And we get Nautilus here. I think he gets out. Okay, that's fine. I don't actually care. We can end in the situation. Yeah, this should be an end angle. Nautilus doesn't have good wave clear, and Smolder is not up till like 5 more seconds in the situation. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this little commentary, and like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, and have a great day, everyone. Getting so hard without jungle.